This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Major changes are coming to Port St. Lucie, what the city is planning to do about its trash problem. And the big moves Fort Pierce is making that will bring more jobs to the city. Good evening and welcome to WPTV Treasure Coast News here on WPTV. Every Saturday at 7 o'clock, we are bringing you news about the Treasure Coast from the Treasure Coast. Tonight we are live at Memorial Park in Stewart. If you've never been here, it is absolutely gorgeous here. And it was the perfect setting today for two big events. One, which was Waterfest. It brings people around who love clean water and they want more people to be passionate about it. And they teach more people about it. Coming up later in the show, I'm going to introduce you to a group of students that was involved in making this year's Waterfest possible. First, though, we're going down to Port St. Lucie, where the city is making some big changes with its trash pickup. The city's dealt with months of waste collection complaints and concerns. It's a problem that brought city council members together this week to decide how to move forward. On the recommendations of its solid waste task force, Port St. Lucie will go to once-a-week service but provide larger 96-gallon cans.
It's an increase in efficiency, so it's not a reduction in service. So by giving people more capacity and giving them that one pickup per week, that will improve the reliability of service.
There will also be limits in place on how much yard waste can be put outside, and bulk waste will be limited to 5 pieces per month. But the new trash pickup guidelines for residents won't take effect until the city hires a new trash service provider. That won't happen until at least September, when Waste Pro has said it will be ending its service to the city. And while trash might still be a problem in Port St. Lucie, a Martin County woman is doing her part to clean up her community, and she's making big waves at Martin County beaches. WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore has more on what inspired her clean streak.
Well, we live in paradise.
Yeah, this is one of those stories that can get messy. Plastic pollutants lingering around the paradise of Martin County.
It's upsetting. It does make me sad because we are given such a gift to live here.
Places on the Treasure Coast like Bob Graham Beach have long been tourist attractions. It's pretty nice, but they're becoming hot spots for other reasons, like trash, and a lot of it.
One woman hoping to turn the tide? Rachel Delecta.
There are things hiding everywhere.
Since she's been collecting trash and blogging about her experience, she's picked up more than 2,000 pounds of litter.
It feels like something that I was born to do.
Her Chasing Teddy blog, named after famed conservationist and former President Teddy Roosevelt, started after a cross-country trip a few years ago.
And when I came back here, I guess I had looked at so much beauty all around the country that I was seeing everything a little more clearly.
Including the litter problem. She's now part of the charge to keep the community clean, hoping to encourage people to only leave footprints rather than trash on their next trip to the beach. Friends of Delecta like Beth Gill say they're grateful.
Follow her lead, be like her, and the world will be a much, much better place. Brings, tears to my eyes when I think about people like her. Coming out here, doing this for our environment, it's really special.
Martin County leaders have taken steps to try and make dents in the problem. Delecta says she appreciates the effort.
We only are given one Earth, and we have to protect it and keep it as close to its natural state as we can.
One woman picking up what you're putting down in hopes of a better tomorrow. In Martin County, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And if you know anyone who is doing something special for our community, please help us share their story. Just send an email to inspiringsfl@wptv.com. Well, as many are experiencing the housing crunch and record inflation on the Treasure Coast, many in our communities are also facing challenges when it comes to accessing fresh food. Now, the Treasure Coast Food Bank is bringing help straight to the neighborhood. The food bank recently launched its Market Fresh on the Move. The Market on Wheels stops by 12 locations throughout Indian River County and provides healthy, affordable options. The truck also hosts cooking demonstrations. And there's a new effort underway to provide affordable housing in one Treasure Coast community. WPTV's John Shaman is in Hobe Sound, where some dreams are being realized.
You might see an empty plot of land, but Kayla Kivlin sees a future home.
Something like this is beyond a privilege.
The single mom of 4 has applied to become one of the 18 future homeowners at Petway Village in Hobe Sound.
It's more than just building a home or having a plot of land. It's having somewhere safe to call home.
Wednesday, Martin County officially turned over the land to Habitat for Humanity.
The change that's going to happen in this community is going to be amazing.
New Habitat Executive Director Mike Redling says a stronger community is coming.
You'll see a lot more people walking out in the streets, I think. Just a lot more activity. And that's what makes a good neighborhood. You want an active neighborhood.
We rode our bikes here.
Alfred Miller and his grandmother are longtime residents of the Petway and Gomez area. Gail Miller can't wait for the new families to join her community.
And now they'll have a new home, which brings a sense of pride. And it'll help their children and their grandchildren, and they all grow up in a better way of life.
Redling says Habitat's work will go beyond the new homes into the entire neighborhood.
We're going to paint houses and pressure wash and remove mold and mildew.
For Kayla Kivlin, she's looking forward to providing sweat equity for a fresh start.
Creating an environment for your family to call home and having friends to go with that.
The hope is to have the first houses complete by the end of this year or early next year. In Hobe Sound, John Shane, WPTV, News Channel 5.
And the help doesn't stop there. If you're in the market for a new job, well, there's about 600 new jobs coming to the city of Fort Pierce. That old Orange Blossom Mall, it's being revamped into a business park with shops, offices, and space for educational services to include a daycare. Always good to have. Well, if you haven't been outside today, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's all we're all talking about. We wish it would stick around forever, but I'm sure Kate Wenzel is going to tell us. Enjoy it while it's here. Of course, the summer's just around the corner. Hey there, Kate.
Yeah, that's right, Megan. I wish we had one of those stop buttons, like when we have a day of weather we just all love. Just hit stop, and then we can all decide when to start it up again. But yeah, this is about as good as it gets. Low humidity, wall-to-wall sunshine, and temperatures that not too cool, not too hot, just about right. 76 degrees right now in Vero Beach, 76 Port St. Lucie, 76 Sebastian, and Okeechobee, 77 degrees. So still warm right now, but we will see those temperatures cooling as we head into the overnight hours. You can see nice and quiet on the radar, and it's going to stay that way tonight and tomorrow too. Winds right now out of the northwest, about 8 in Fort Pierce. In Okeechobee, we have northwesterly winds at 7, and in Stewart, the winds actually right now turning out of the east, so a little onshore flow right there. 9-mile-per-hour winds in Vero Beach. So if you're headed out on this lovely Saturday evening, here's exactly what you can expect so you know how to dress. We're hanging on to the low 70s through about 8, 9 o'clock. Then we drop into the 60s. So about midnight, 1 o'clock, mid 60s, and then overnight, we're going to see those low temperatures dropping once again into the upper range of the 50s. So if you weren't able to be outside today as much as you wanted, no problems. We're going to stay just as nice tomorrow. Monday nice too, but some changes coming for the upcoming work week. We'll talk all about that in a few minutes.
Now, exclusive Treasure Coast stories from our partners at TC Palm.
TC Palm's top premium story this week looks at boating under the influence cases on the Treasure Coast. Since COVID hit 2 years ago, more people are choosing to spend time on the water. Sheriff's deputies in Martin and St. Lucie counties say boating activity is up about 20% since 2020. With that increase in traffic comes a potential for more boating under the influence cases. In the last 11 years, 71 people in Treasure Coast counties have been arrested for boating under the influence. Statewide, alcohol or drug use was suspected in 18 of the 77 fatal boating accidents during 2020. Law enforcement officers will be watching areas where boaters like to gather, such as offshore sandbars. Also in TC Palm this week, read about Martin County's plans to spend $11.3 million on dredging work to keep the St. Lucie Inlet navigable. For more exclusive Treasure Coast stories, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm community engagement columnist Blake Fontenay for TC Palm.
Well, Waterfest made a splash in Stewart today. Coming up, how a group of students helped pull it off, and all for a good cause. And highlights from the 2022 Florida Gold Coast versus Florida Swimming All-Star Dual Meet and Martin County Lacrosse.
And the weather's going to be perfect for heading to our local pools tomorrow, but out on the local waters in the ocean, a little bit bumpy. We'll talk about that coming up after the break.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Well, a group of students in Martin County is doing what they can to help people around the world have access to clean water, something many of us just take for granted. These students are with Students for H2O, and today they help the city of Stuart host Waterfest, the biggest Waterfest yet here in the city. It's just one of many events, many initiatives these students get behind to make a difference far beyond their hometown.
Water is love.
Even at their young age.
Water is hope for life.
These kids are already learning just how important clean water is to them and communities across the globe.
And all things need water, not just humans, but plants and animals need it too.
Not only do they get it, but they're helping spread the word to even more young people. They're part of Students for H2O.
Inspire more kids, that's the goal. The youth are the future.
Adriana Mancini founded the nonprofit Students for H2O when she was just in high school. It began with just a few students and now reaches every school in Martin County and Lincoln Park Academy in Fort Pierce.
Feeling that you're helping feels really good.
Students just like Ryder help clean up beaches, support efforts to reduce and prevent litter and pollution, and they raise money to help other countries like South Sudan rehabilitate and drill new wells.
In that area, girls in developing nations sacrifice their education to collect water for their families.
Some people have to walk miles to get water, and they're carrying this whole way.
Waterfest, hosted by the city of Stuart, aims to teach more people about the plight for clean water and inspire them to make a difference. And this year, the global organization Water for South Sudan joined Students for H2O. Last year, the students raised $40,000 for Water for South Sudan to drill 2 new wells.
A change happens with small groups of people that are dedicated to do something great. In communities in South Sudan where clean water isn't just there for them, once that is available, everything changes. Girls can go to school, women can grow a garden or make things to take to market.
Organizers hoping this weekend more kids and teens learned they too can help make a global difference.
I think that even if we can just make it click for one person the value of water, then that event will be successful.
Well, you'll have to hold on to your skateboards a little bit longer. A planned adventure park that was maybe going to come to Port St. Lucie, that's just not going to happen anymore. City leaders, though, say instead they're going to look to build those amenities at other parks in the planning stages.
At a special council meeting this past week, Mayor Shannon Martin said she was opposed to using the proposed site off Crosstown Parkway in Cameo near the Turnpike. The mayor said the city needs to preserve that land for future public works use.
If we're building parks already and we have them either going under construction or under design, why not incorporate those amenities that our residents are looking for into parks that are actually going to be coming out of the ground in the next year or two?
The mayor says amenities like a skate park or a BMX track could be put in the 2 regional parks in the Torino and Tradition neighborhoods that are now in the works.
Well, we just got through spring break in St. Lucie County, but some parents, you may just want to go ahead and start thinking about summer camp. It's just a few months away. And good news for them, the county, St. Lucie County, is offering summer camp scholarships. Children, you need to know this, must be between the ages of 5 and 13. You must live in St. Lucie County. The application process, it opened last week. And for more information, head to the county's website. But before this summer fun, for kids, they're heading into the final stretch of the school year, and school is starting to look a lot more like the pre-pandemic days, thankfully. We wanted to see exactly what it looks like inside schools right now. Our Stephanie Susskind went into a school that she went into a year ago, so she can show us just how much things have changed.
Hi everybody. We wanted to start with like a little check-in.
Martin County High School teacher Jamie Hurd.
We're going to be able to make a big donation to St. Mary's, so that's pretty awesome.
Is in her happy place.
Health and safety.
A full classroom.
The environment is so much more active and alive.
When we visited her leadership class about a year ago.
Anybody else have any ideas, or you guys have any issues?
It looked completely different.
Everything's going smoothly there.
Everyone was wearing masks. Some students were learning virtually from home, and the desks were spaced apart.
We can make anything work.
One of the first things Ms. Hurd did with her classroom was put the desks back together in groups so the students could work together.
Truly, teaching is more than just standing up and delivering material. It's watching students interact and work together and form those relationships and learn how to use each other.
We used the eraser and then we used a little whiteboard spray cleaner.
A year ago, this board was plagued with contact tracing scenarios that took up Principal Al Fabrizio's time and energy.
Focusing and having data chats.
But now,
these are the things as a team that as we move towards the state assessment,
the focus is back on teaching and learning.
We knew that we couldn't walk into the 2021-22 school year with the same mindset. The world has changed, our kids have changed, and we knew that we would not be able to take a cookie cutter approach.
The school leader says the pandemic taught them to take a closer look at students' social and emotional needs.
There's the routines that are established on a campus in a classroom. There's the expectations, again, campus-wide.
Awesome project this year.
Back in Ms. Hurd's classroom,
how we're doing?
She adjusted along the way too, combining some of the tactics she learned during the pandemic with the traditional classroom model.
Some things I've kept because there is value in what we learned last year. For instance, recording some videos for my students.
Another thing you'll still see is the plexiglass on her desk.
It's just a happy home.
But it's not for the reason you may think.
Well, my husband worked very hard on this plexiglass, so I can't take it down yet. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
A light moment.
So it has been a remarkable change.
Born from some darker days.
Did you have any announcements you wanted to do today?
Stephanie Susskind, Fox 29 News. We've got you covered.
This week, Elite Airways brought passenger service back to Vero Beach Regional Airport. Non-stop flights to Newark, New Jersey started back up this Friday, and 2 additional routes to Portland, Maine and White Plains, New York have been added to the year-round schedule. Elite says more destinations could be offered in the summer. Well, there's a new art exhibit that is showcasing art that actually was in people's homes in Vero Beach. Artwork that some of us could only dream to own. Monet's, Picasso, Rembrandt's, but there's a chance now for you to get a look at it.
Coming out of the pandemic, a decision was made to draw from homes in the area instead of getting expensive portraits shipped from overseas.
And in order to see some of these artworks, you would have to go to places like New York.
One collector I went to visit, and then they said, oh, do you know so-and-so, and they have a collection of this and that. There were so many excellent works of quality that we had to limit it to 3 per collection.
The exhibit runs through mid-May, and you can catch a look Tuesdays through Sundays.
And just as pretty as that artwork was our weather today. Picture perfect, wall-to-wall sunshine, not a cloud in the sky, which is very unusual for late March here in South Florida. Time lapse from Palm City showing nothing but nice, beautiful weather today. Just a light breeze. The breezes will be picking up as we head into Sunday. And now that we're headed into the 7 o'clock hour, we're starting to see the sun getting low in the sky. Well, today in Vero Beach, we made it up to 78 degrees, the average 79, so just 1 degree below average for the daytime high. But it was really this morning where you noticed the difference. 50 degrees this morning. Now that's a nice refreshing change of pace. Current temperatures very uniform around the state. We have a degree of 70 degrees in Tampa, 76 Pensacola, 71 Jacksonville, and 76 in Vero right now. So a nice comfortable late March day across the Sunshine State. Current temperatures right now 69 in Hobe Sound, 69 Port Salerno, Stewart checking in at 72, Port St. Lucie 76 degrees, 76 Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach 76. Now on the radar, we are nice and quiet. In fact, we're going to stay that way tonight, tomorrow, and most likely all day Monday and Tuesday too. So go ahead, leave the umbrella at the house. You won't need it for the next several days. Overnight lows once again turning cool below average with our winds out of the west-northwest. So across Indian River County, look for temps in the low 50s, 52 Vero Beach, 52 Sebastian. St. Lucie County, Port St. Lucie, you'll see a low of 52 degrees, 52 tonight Fort Pierce, and 52 degrees in Jensen Beach. Now across Martin County, we'll see those temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, 54 degrees in Indiantown and Stewart, 57. By the lake, Okeechobee, 50 degrees. But you can see warmer on the south side of the Lake Belle Glade, right around 60, maybe 59 degrees. Current wind speeds out of the west and northwest. For the most part, we have a little easterly flow here in Stewart. But overnight, the general wind flow will be out of the west-northwest, and that's going to cool us off. So high pressure moving into the Gulf and then moving east as we head into the next several days, keeping us nice, sunny, dry weather. Here's your extended forecast. Temperatures in the 70s through Monday, then we really warm it up by the end of the work week. We bring back the chance of storms too by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 106.3 sports team.
What's going on, everybody? Tyree Smith, the ESPN 106.3. You know, Indian River State College is home to one of the most prolific swimming and dive teams in all NJCAA, with their over 40 consecutive national titles on both men's and women's side. But today, it wasn't their talents that was on display.
It was the younger generations. Indian River State College was the location for the 2022 Florida Gold Coast versus Florida Swimming All-Star Dual Meet. The three-day event brings the top swimmers from all over the state of Florida with a chance to compete against one another. Florida Gold Coast represents swimmers south of the Treasure Coast area, while Florida Swimming represents swimmers north of the Treasure Coast. Over 214 and under swimmers competing this weekend. Some would even say that those participating will be the future of this sport.
It's another level of swimming. It's a great opportunity for these kids to get together from the north and the south, because they don't get to compete against each other very often. So there's more competition. For Indian River State College, you know, we have swimmers on our college team right now that competed in this event, you know, a couple of years before they came to college, four years before they came to college. And from this event, like I said, there will be future Olympians.
One lacrosse team got their weekend off to the right foot as Martin County Tigers hosted John Carroll last night. The Tigers came into the game 16th ranked in the state of Florida and on a 4-game win streak. They were looking to continue that success. Martin County wasn't messing around as they put 9 goals on the board in the first half. They would add 3 more in the last 2 quarters to win the game 12-1. Tigers improves to 7-1 on the year.
When you're on the go, listen to our radio partners, WPSL and WSTU.
Well, we're definitely all about stories here on WPTV, especially the ones that we know are just going to warm your heart. Well, there's a Port St. Lucie police officer who is doing what he can to help reunite someone with their lost 4-legged family member.
He was found on the 18th of March this year in the 1800 block of Southeast Cheltenham Drive, and we're trying to find the owner.
She's still smiling when they're like.
That's Officer Ledbetter. He's getting just a face full of licks from that 1-year-old male terrier. That's just one happy boy. The dog was found last week with a camouflage collar and no microchip. If this is your pup, or if you know the owners, you can reach out to the Port St. Lucie Police Department or just call the department's animal control unit. A special manatee feeding program is finally seeing success in the Indian River Lagoon. That's according to Martin County Commissioner Sarah Hurd. She says the county conducted a seagrass survey as part of a project to revamp Twin Rivers Park. The survey found new healthy seagrass growing all along the boundary of the park. It's a big reversal from previous years where discharges from Lake Okeechobee have decimated seagrass beds in the Indian River Lagoon. And manatees aren't the only Florida wildlife in need of some assistance. You can help save sick turtles, too. Florida Fish and Wildlife officials have been studying a virus affecting freshwater turtles. The virus has been found in turtles in at least 9 Florida counties, including Indian River County. FWC is asking for the public to report sightings of sick or even dead turtles. Signs a turtle might be sick include the appearance of sluggishness or being unresponsive, and if it stays in shallow water or beach banks for extended periods of time. You can also look for sunken, swollen or cloudy eyes or reddened skin. You can also report sightings by calling the turtle hotline. The number is on your screen. That does it tonight for this version of WPTV Treasure Coast News at 7 o'clock. Please join us again next week, and we are here again every Saturday from somewhere new on the Treasure Coast. Have a great weekend.